All right, here we go. It is Thursday, and what does Thursday mean?
F1.
Yeah, starts in an hour and a half. So everyone's hoping we can get through this race fairly clean. Just waiting for the lobby to get opened up here, and we are underway in Japan. Now we actually released our calendar first, and then the F1 IRL F1 copied us and decided to go to Japan on the same weekend. Isn't that right, Shelly?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, it is. But as you can see in the title, we are in Division 3 this evening. And what does Division 3 look like in the Drivers' Championship? Well, it looks pretty much like this. VTEC newly promoted up to Division 2, so that top spot is now taken up by GSR Hawkskid. Closely followed by... Is it closely followed? Kind of. Yeah, within a reach is Front Runner and Capital. Brian Wasser just on the outside looking in. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Shelly, do you have a prediction for that final spot to get promotion in Division 3? Do you think anyone can knock out Capital here?
I think the old, think the Moss Man could. I also think Bobbert Yates, personal favorite ever since I learned of his name. I think Bobbert Yates has a good shot as well. Yeah, I'd say Bobbert Yates or Brian Mosser. They can knock Capital off that third seat there.
Yeah, I think so as well. The odds for pork chops to go up, and at the beginning of the season was actually 98 to 1. So that was good odds if you wanted to throw some money on that. So the long shot, the shot in the dark, if anyone put any money on that, has a true potential to come back and win some money. But those odds have only slightly improved to 78 to 1. So Vegas is still not believing in pork chops. Thinks he's going to choke it at some point. What says you? Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? I just learned that Bobbert Yates isn't racing tonight, so I'm sad.
Do you think that's a fair assessment on Vegas? They've only slightly improved pork chops' odds to 78 to 1. They don't believe that he's going to be able to do it.
I think Port can do it if he shows up every race and finishes in the top 10. Yeah, I think he can do it.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll see a rare podium this evening. He's in the lobby, as are many of other quicker guys. So if we'll see if it can happen. If it can happen, it may happen in Japan here. We know that sometimes we've got an infamous picture of pork chops up on the wall in Japan. So we'll see if maybe we'll reenact that tonight as well.
Yeah, maybe.
But we'll check out the Constructors Championship here. Aston Martin leads the way in Division 3. They're going crazy this season, aren't they? Throughout the divisions, weren't they leading like Division 5 and 6 as well or something?
I'll double check. They're leading Division 2 as well. In Division 1, I don't think they are. No, they're doing poor in Division 1, but I think from like 2 to 6 or something, they're doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, the Aston Martin, ever since coming into the league in F1 2021, they've been going crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Division 3. Division 2, as you said, they are leading Division 2 as well. Just a slim margin up ahead of AlphaTauri. Whenever you have that answer, just let me know. And Mercedes as well in the 1,000-point margin. So within 100 points, within 60 points actually of Aston Martin. So that Division 2 Constructor Championship can go either way. Excited to see that happen throughout the rest of the season there. We are back in Division 2 for the second last race of the season.
Good.
We'll be in Circuit of the Americas for Division 2 on the second last race. So a little bit of a sneak peek on those drivers that may potentially be getting an upgrade up into Division 1 the next season. So very exciting stuff there. But we're in Division 3 right now. And it looks like the lobby is about to come on. Do you have the answer there for the rest of how Aston Martin's doing?
I believe I just looked. Yeah, D4. I can't remember this. D4 they're leading by about 13 points. D5 they are actually trailing Mercedes by about 20 points. Throw it down in the old D6 and. They are not hot. They are P4 and D6. D7, sad news. D7's going next season, but D7 they're not doing good. They're almost last, so they're doing all right. You know, hanging up.
Here's what it is. We can still check the Division 2 Drivers' Championship, though. Dusty Lusky with a solid race last week, as Shelly and I were there. Race day as well, sitting pretty good, up in second spot. NFS Light Work as well, still having a good chance at promotion. And Dirty Boy Jackson also within a good range of trying to get promotion as well. VTech, like I said, newly promoted up into Division 2. We'll see if he'll be able to get it done, but he's got a couple of really quick drivers to try and overtake there. So, we'll see. Who do you think? NFS Light Work or Dirty Boy Jackson? Who do you take? Who do you got there?
Light Work all day. He's very fast.
Yeah, Light Work is really quick. I'm actually surprised he's third. But, I mean, it shows the consistency of Lusky and Race Day.
They're just on a different level this season. I know that we spoke to Race Day a few times, and he's very passionate, you know. So I know he's into this game, and I know Dusty on a personal note, and he takes it casually, but he's pretty quick. So
yeah, yes, he is. That's just
did Alpine lock it up? I'm sorry. I just look at the Division 1 constructor standings. Has Alpine locked it up from Alfa Romeo?
I'm not sure. They're
400 points ahead.
Are they 400 now? I think they've locked it up, actually. Yeah.
I think so.
No, because they haven't technically locked it up, because they're both the Alfa Romeo drivers could technically finish 1-2 every race with 4 races to go. So that's like almost 800 points there. So still, they need, but they're getting pretty close though of locking up the Alpine team in Division 1. Mystic Joker / Scornsy looking for
GSR, yeah.
Is he?
GSR Scornsy, yeah, that was announced this weekend. Yeah.
Get that
Division GSR, baby. Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're just getting the guys out on track here, so we've got a little bit of time to get through Division 1. Division 1 Drivers' Championship. All this talk about D1 and D. You're in D3, bro. We got to get through. We already did D3. We already talked about D3. We got to get through the rest. We focus on your race there, Pork. Scornsy is leading the way here. Cake Thomas second, Days third, Killer fourth, Ryan Rod still stuck in fifth place. Kitten Petter, J-Cast, and Lancy currently sitting in relegation. Kitten Petter and J-Cast need quite a big points haul in the last 4 races. They need to catch fire right now, or else they'll be down in Division 2 the end of the season. And what I was surprised to see was Elma Jacko all the way back down in 16th. A couple of missed races have really pushed him down there, and now he needs to find some points, and hopefully he doesn't get unlucky, or else he could be relegated.
I don't think Jack will get relegated. He usually, consistent finisher. I think that's the main thing you got to worry about here. Him and Lancy. I don't even know if Tiger's racing tonight, actually, so I think Lancy and Jack might have a little bit of sweat off their back.
Oh, fair enough.
He'll be fine.
So it looks like Brian Moster is going to be the first one around. We'll go through the schedule quick here. We've got 4 races to go: Japan, Austria, Coda, and then Mexico to finish it off. That schedule board is getting pretty full now. Brian Moster's coming around the final turn. If you want to jump on board with him there, Shelley.
Yeah, I will jump on board with the Mossman. I believe the first ever Midwest race in Canada. If I remember the video right. Into turn 1, goes down to 7th gear. I don't think he's running ABS, so love to see the guys trying to take it off, because for D1, D2 next season, it's going to be off. Through the S's, you can actually take the curves a little bit more in this game. It's still scary, though. A lot of people have PTSD from countless games where you just spun if you touched anything in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming out of the S's and throwing the throttle down towards turn 7. If you turn 8, I apologize. The Degner, I think that's what it's called. I'm not really sure. But what the old track map said. I looked it up 2 weeks ago. Coming down to the left now, as we turn 11, you gotta love it. Tight little corner and very, about to say traction zone, very high. You gotta really be careful with the throttle there. He almost loses it going through the fast right-hander there. And into Spoon he will go. Have to see what his time is. Not really sure what a competitive lap around Japan is, but I'm sure some of these guys will let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Took spoon very carefully. Could have used some of the exit curve, but it is all right. Down, barreling towards 130R. I saw a video the other day. Charles Leclerc took 130R with one hand. It's like,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Threw 130R into the
bonkers.
final chicane. It is bonkers. I think that ball was near there before the final chicane. Anyways, around the final corner, and what the Moss man said, it'll be a 32-2. I think a 29-5 is going to be called. I take guess.
So Cam Tizzle comes over and takes it. We got the two Mercs, followed by an Alpine, starting with T-Brum, then Knuckles, and then Vamu. And Vamu quickly takes back top spot. Front runner now starting a lap. Is that Scuba? No, it is not. That was Pork Chops.
Oh, Scuba Steve. What's up, man?
Yeah, he's actually racing today.
It's nice to see.
Yeah. Grumpy old Catman. Another McLaren's into the pit. That was Subtle but Whole. So next is Josh, senior 5. He goes 7.
That's Jason Mason, I think.
Is it? Oh, it is. It might be. That would make sense.
Yeah.
No Jug into the pits as well. Scuba Steve, mentioned earlier, over in 4th. DJ Knickknack will be the next one over. The Ferrari man in 11th without a time set. The highest of no time set. And sets the time and goes 6th. All right, so good amount of laps come in. We got quite a little bit of time before we get front runner. But Vamu Nibble, remember that name. That guy is quick, and he's proving it once again. We'll see if anyone's going to be able to touch him here.
Yeah, he's a very quick driver. From Argentina. Yeah, and yeah, fast guy. Yeah, you don't see it.
Twitch TV, Myrtle19 with the follow. Thank you, appreciate that one. But yes, he is a very quick driver. But we'll see. A front runner, he's got some pace. Is it enough to take on Nibble? Probably not. But he actually goes 2nd. So front runner, he's within conversation there. 3/10 back. Next person to start a lap is now the Lone Wolf. Longtime member of the Division 1. Midwest F1 League. In and around the divisions there. Lone Wolf, though. We'll see what kind of lines he's able to take here through the chicanes. And he attacks the curb a little bit more than we saw Brian Monster do. Monster sitting 8th with all these times come over. Pork Chops is put in an absolute banker of a banker. Almost like an untouchable banker.
Yeah.
You know, I always loved turn 8 there, though. The hard, quick right-hander.
Yeah. It is very, very entertaining. Fun fact.
Oh.
For all you
fun factors out there.
Yeah, fun fact for all the pranksters at home. I just spilled half a bottle of water all over my floor. So that's
okay.
A little towel duty here.
To answer your question there, Peter, the infamous lap 25 was when Nicky and Can collided into each other and gifted Brian Monster the win all the way back in Season 1, Division 1. The safety car released on the second last lap of the race, or the second or third last lap of the race, and Cam was on fresh softs and had the win seemingly lined up. As the two Mercs ahead of them, I believe both of them were on old, used parts and opted out of pitting. And then it ended up where Monster came home with the win. We'll see if he can do it here again. Now down in Division 3.
Right?
Pardon?
That was part of Crash's top 5 crashes, right?
I believe it was on Crash's top 5 crashes. Which is crazy to think, and almost making one was Subtle but Whole. The AlphaTauri having to get out of the way, and the Alpine as well. Got to move pretty soon here, Subtle but Whole, or else you're gonna did not do a flick spin there. We got a yellow flag all over the track. I don't think that warrants that. But got the Mr. Porkchops. It is Mr. Porkchops. He is way up on his time now. He needs to shave off quite a bit more. Just freaking give her, Pork. Let's see what you got here, buddy.
Pork 'em, bud.
Pork 'em indeed. Always love this turn too. It's just the problem with this track is it just kills controller players. It just like you sewer one turn in the S curves there and you're just done for the rest of it. Like you can chalk up the rest of your lap. But then as well as like you need to, once you get through the S curves, if you actually have a good and you nailed everything you feel through the S curves, then there's a couple other turns throughout the track that can take you off. 130R is always fun too, just kind of pinning that in 8th gear. Porkchop's getting the car slowed down nicely, coming in through the final chicane there. And around turn 18, keeping it close to the wall, and it improves heavily on time, but not on position. DTR no jug. Well then, okay, we've got a race here there, Shelly.
We do. What did you take pole?
You did.
I'm on Tau Duty right now. Multitasking. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Like I fully set it on my desk, and it just didn't want to stick tonight. I'm not sure why.
Did you do anything? Did you talk shit to the water bottle or anything?
I said I thought in my mind, this is stupid. Why don't you just sit there? And I guess I don't like that. So
Fair enough.
now I got my cable going around.
Well, one thing that we do have now is Vamu Nibble. He is up on his time, and he looks like he's going to retake pole position. By how much is the real question at this point. Swinging around the final turn, tight to the wall, up into pole, and actually just barely squeezes it. Looks like he actually lost a little bit of time in sector 3 there. Still gets the job done, pushes DTR no jug down into second place. Porkchops, I believe, is into the pit here. Scuba Steve is next over. A couple of former Division 1 guys, Porkchops and Scuba Steve, sitting in 6th and 16th respectively. Scuba looking to try and improve on that. He needs to shave off quite a bit of time to get up ahead of T-Brum. And he does accomplish that quite nicely, actually. But the problem is now is T-Brum is way up on his time. Where is he going to go? T-Brum actually taking pole. Christ almighty. That was quite the lap. Grumpy old Catman as well way up on his time. Looks like this track is really opening up here. He improves by over a second, but only gets 8th place. Not Electric Blade, but that was Josh Senior. Jacer Nature. Electric Blade into the pit. Cam Tizzle, artist at a time. I imagine we're going to see him into the pit. Yes. So the next will be the Capital No Vamu Nibble. He'll be coming into the pit. Monster is coming into the pit. Grumpy into the pit. DTR. DJ Knickknack into the pit. Better be 2 minutes and 50 seconds. That's quite a bit of time there. Looks like we got a McLaren that ran out of fuel maybe there.
You know, what I've learned from the last 5 minutes, you can underestimate a water bottle all you want, but it dumps a lot of water when it wants to.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, those little things. Waterfall.
My first couple of laps with no ERS. Wow. Porkchops is saying he's got a lot left in the tank here.
Oh!
We'll see. We'll be the judge of that, Shelly.
Oh, oh my god, it's in my handles. What? How the...
Okay. Here we go. Capital around Spoon. He'll be next over. You're having quite the time there.
Yeah, just shut up.
I'm not talking shit. Are we talking shit about Porkchop, Shelly? I don't think we are.
Oh, we can if we want to. I will gladly talk about shit about anybody, including Water Bottle. Just fucked up everything the last good time.
Jeez.
It's in the handles of the drawer. I've never had this happen.
Dude, get it together.
I'm trying, man. The towel only does so much.
All right. DJ Knickknack, 13th currently, looking to try and go into the top 10. May have messed up a couple of turns. Does improve up above his teammate. Subtle but whole now after you saw him earlier kind of crash into the wall there. Able to settle the car down and able to put it over into 16th place. Only one car without a time set as it stands right now. Wow, that was a good yawn. Actually, well, technically two. JC, I imagine, has some sort of qualifying ban. And young DJ CJ, the other former Division 1 driver at one point, as well. Or I think he reserved a couple times for Division 1. I'm not sure if he reserved for a full season. Currently without a time, but he is starting that hot lap, and he probably only has one or two shots at it here on the same tire compound, so we'll see how that goes. We'll stay on board with them for a little bit here, let some cars come over the line, see how he can progress through these S-curves. How aggressive is he taking it? Fairly. You saw him really snap over that wheel there to try and make that turn. Extending that a little bit deep. Maybe his line is off ever so slightly. I'm not sure if this one is going to set any records here. I enjoyed the way he took that turn though. Maybe could have extended this one a little bit more, but he needs a time, so fair enough. Focus on getting something over the line first. And swinging around turn 11, and we take our entry down the hill, and then we're going to come back up and hit the beginning of Spoon. We're going to get a Ferrari over and might be starting a lap. And on the exit, young DJ looking fairly good here. I'm not sure if he's going to even crack the top 10 the way that this is looking. Unless he's got a little bit of NOS just kind of hidden in there. It goes purple sector 2. I'm not sure if that was a lie or not, but we'll see. Hitting the final couple turns, nearly going invalid, going very aggressive. No Jug taking fastest lap. And young DJ CJ just cracking the top 10. Now we're going to get times flying in real quick. Starting with NFS Gabagai. Him coming over the line. Going up into 15th place. Scuba Steve improving on time and gets the position as well, I believe, into 7th. Knuckles, I think he found a little bit of difficulties in the final turn there. Actually, no, he's just kind of waiting. Starting his final attempt. The front runner it is. Electric Blade, no, Ramon Wolf. Then it is what we got here?
Mercedes, Williams, Ferrari.
Brum, Williams, Grumpy Old, DJ into the pit. Both Ferraris actually into the pit. That'll be it for them. William of Josh, Senior 5. So no Jug retaking pole. Vamu Nibble is done here, so the best he can do is 3rd. Front runner has a chance to try and take that back. Josh, Senior 5. I'm not sure what time that was there.
30.7.
Pork Chop's coming over. I'm not sure if he improved, or it looks like he's gone for one more attempt here. Brian Mosser. Dab a guy into the pit.
Mercedes is your next. He's on a hot lap. That is Knuckles. He is not on a hot lap. Or maybe he is. Maybe starting one.
34.
Off the start. I think that's front runner starting one. Maybe finished one. It's very hard to tell with the deltas in this game. They
Yeah, I know. They kind of throw you off a little bit.
Well, I guess qualifying is over, so front runner is done. T-Brum is actually coming around the final quarter. He's up 2/10. I didn't think he could go fast, so he's probably going to go faster. Yeah, it's a 29 flat, and that is quick, fellas.
That is quick. It seems like we've got a couple that have separated themselves from the rest of the lobby here. T-Brum, No Jug, Mamu are unbelievably quick here. And Front Runner and Cam Tizzle and Scuba Steve are going to be going to have some difficulties to try and keep that gap closed.
Jason Macer Grouse line goes up to 8th with 30.6.
Pork Chops is on a lap here.
But second and 2/10 almost coming to the line. I don't think it's going to be a full lap for Pork. Can it be a top 10 for Pork? No, and it's only 17.
Top 17.
Top 17, yeah. Had that in your regular card, scratch for. I got the Moss Man. He is done. So qualifying's over, and I learned that there's clear weather with 3% chance of rain. I think I took out the chance of rain with the entire water bottle falling on my floor. So you're welcome, Division 3 drivers. I took the hits this week for you. Man, the people. I am, yeah.
Support says JC never qualifies. So prefers the back of the pack. Seems
yeah.
to be.
Fun fact, Subtle Butthole got banned for that name, if you can figure it out at home, fellas. He had to use African for a while, I believe. I believe his name was, right, I believe he has an alt. That's what it was. His alt is African. Yeah.
Oh.
2 people. Yeah, 2 names. Or 1 person, 2 names.
Yeah, it's fun when you learn that 2 people are actually 1 guy.
Yeah.
But here we go. You're kind of absent for quite a bit of the qualifying. Why don't you take us through the order there, Shelly?
Yeah, I was drowning in the waterfall there for a little bit. We got T-Brum on pole, and followed by No Jug and Vamu. Top 3 separated by 5/10, but they've separated themselves from the field pretty far. Front runner in that conversation as well. In 4th, Cam Tizzle. The rest of the field are at least a second behind. So it's Cam, Scuba Steve, Electric, Jacer Nacer, Knuckles, Young, and DJ CJ, DJ Knick-Knack, Grumpy Old Catman, The Lone Wolf, Villanova, Brian Monster, Gabakai, Pork Chops, Capital, Subtle Butthole, and Jay Steet rounds out your field. Yeah. That was absent.
Good. That was pretty good. But okay, we are about to get into the lobby here. Just for those who want a slight reminder, we are in Japan. This is the Japanese circuit. For those that do not know, it has 18 turns and a couple of famous ones. The S-curves, 130R, spoon, and like I say, the underrated turn 8. I love that one, the hard right-hander. So very much looking forward to what is to take place. Very much looking forward to the last couple of races of the season, as Season 7 coming to a close. There's not much left to be done here other than to just name who is our champions and who gets relegated. But man, so I mean, we're kind of getting close to the end of the season, like I just said there, Shelly. You kind of hinted a little bit of going back into the driver's seat for next year. What's happening there? Can you release any information, or is this still on the DL?
It's still up in the air. Jacko's got a league. They're racing Wednesday, so I said, you know what? I'll see how I do Wednesday. If I do well Wednesday, I'll go back racing. If I don't do well, I won't. Portimao, one of my better tracks. I'm the top 4% of the world, fellas. You're talking to a top 2,600 man right here. Yeah, that's me. I'm turtle as fast at Portimao. We'll see how that goes. If Portimao goes well, I'll probably jump back in the seat for 2 or 3 seasons. But nothing's finalized yet. I got to see how Wednesday goes, and we'll have an update next week.
Fair enough. Hopefully, well, I wish you the best. And if this is coming to an end, it was a good run.
Yeah, I think Jacko or Will might be joining you. I don't know. I heard rumor.
Oh, it'd be nice to tell me. I mean, what if I had interviews?
You could have.
What if I had people wanting to pay to be a part of the broadcast team?
Oh, is this news?
No, but I said what if, though. Like, that could be a situation.
Yeah, that's a good question. What if?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Things are looking things are looking fun for a finale here for Season 7. A good way to start a new game, the third game that Midwest F1 League is a part of. So it's yeah, I can't say it's been a bad one, can't say it's been an amazing one, but it has memorable moments, and all those memorable moments can be watched on the YouTube channel. If you want to go check that out, Midwest F1 League YouTube, go hit the follow button and check out all of the action that the Midwest F1 League has to produce for you, as well as don't forget the socials, Twitter and Instagram. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go over to the Twitch and give it a follow. It's very much appreciated for all those that do. But the countdown has started here, Shelly. We are back to the formation lap, so it gives us a little bit more time to chit-chat. What about some predictions for tomorrow's baseball games? Or won't you do the whole wild card series?
All wild card series.
You want to do
Did you release a new calendar yet?
What'd you call me?
Did we talk about that? I said, did we release the new calendar yet for next season? Or
no, we haven't. Maybe we'll release that in between the interviews.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think I got the Mariners winning that series with the Blue Jays. Guardians Rays, big upset here.
Okay,
Cleveland's gonna take it.
And Crash predictions. Will we be able to get to the championship series before? When is it supposed to? When is the divisional series supposed to start? October 9th. What day is that? Is when it's touted to end.
Tuesday? Or, yeah, Monday. No, Tuesday it starts. The division.
Oh, so we won't be able to get any predictions on the division series, eh?
Hey, I'm doing my bracket tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I think I got a good chance this year of winning $100,000.
Okay, send me the link. Send me the link on that. I'll go in. Hey, if I win, I'll split it, okay? With you. If you win, you split it. Agreed?
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, it's in stone. Okay, so Tampa Bay, Cleveland, who do you have?
Tampa Bay, Cleveland. I got Cleveland.
Shelly, Cleve. Oh. Crash. No, I'm gonna say I don't believe in Cleveland. Not gonna lie. I'm taking.
I like Andres Jimenez. I like Med Rosario this season. I like Tristan McKenzie. I like Jose Ramirez. I think I got a good team.
Okay. All right. Phillies, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cards. Yeah, I don't like the Cards, but I'm taking the Cards.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Toronto, Seattle.
Seattle, 100%.
Ooh, okay, me too. Shelly, C. Crash, C. Okay, Padres, Mets. Ooh.
Yeah, if San Diego was home, I'd pick San Diego, but they're not home. Taking the Mets.
Shelly is taking the Mets. Ooh, that's I'm honestly, I kind of want to troll and take the Padres because I think they might just go in and just troll it, like they'll just win somehow, even after like.
I saw that DeGrom might not start.
Who?
DeGrom might not be starting in the wildcard series.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Yeah, I think I am gonna take the Padres. I don't like the Padres, but I'm gonna take them.
I don't like the Mets, but I'm taking them.
Yeah.
My Mets were the pick. Hold on, the Mets were my pick to win the World Series 2 weeks ago because that Braves had a cold spell, and then they swept them. So now it's the Braves.
Yeah. The Cubs won 8 games in a row recently. Like they were fighting for a wild card. They were fighting for a playoff spot, even though they were knocked out 2 weeks prior.
Speaking of knocked out, 5 lights are knocked out, and away we go. Ooh, look at that. Good start from T-Brum. He goes down towards turn 1. So the Alpine move on the back of No Jug. Already past No Jug, and then turn 1 we go. There's going to be contact somewhere. Where's it going to be? It's not in the top 4. Is it going to be in the back half of the field? No. Never going to get through cleanly. They're going 2 wides with the S's. This is not good for your health. Shouldn't do that, fellas. Jason Acer dropping like a hot potato. Lone Wolf getting overtaken by DJ CJ back there, and they're still battling through the S's. He's actually going to play great defense against young DJ, trying to... Oh, yep, there's the contact. And DJ's in the middle of the track. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and DJ gets collected.
And that's going to be a safety car.
Yeah, that's a full safety car. All right.
Just as a VSC right now. But
Oh, does it?
Yeah, today's car is not come on
Oh,
track.
it is a VSC. Oh, let's go. I was about to say we didn't even make it through the S-curves for the first safety car, but hopefully it is just a VSC. We'll take a quick peek at the position changes. Front runner's down 6. DJ is down the most with loss of his race. So that sucks for DJ, unfortunately. That'll be it for him. Lone Wolf is being overtaken quite a bit here, and that's because he's missing a piece of his left wing, and Brian Mosser got a little bit of aggressive there to try and overtake. We're back green racing. Bamboo Nibble, currently a second back of No Jug and T-Brum, breaking off into the distance there. Scuba staying fairly close to Cam Tizzle. Knuckles has moved up 2 positions, up ahead of Jacer and Acer. DJ Knick Knack is just off of the gap, and currently still in 9th place, but he does have a little bit of a gap there, as he's kind of in his own race right now. Brian Mosser, like you said there, into the pit.
Yeah, we got Saddlebuck, we got one, we got Pork Monster, Jay. They're all going to go in the pits there. Did I just? No, I did not see an overtake. Yeah, all part of that lap 1 carnage. You may say Pork's actually going to stay out and try to bear that wing. Respect to that, man. But, we'll see.
Oh, does he have damage?
I believe he's missing an end plate when I looked. Capital missing his whole front wing as well. I don't know what Capital did. No, Pork is fine. Capital missing his whole. Yeah, but
Capital is missing, yes, his entire wing, but he's sticking it out there.
Straight line speed, I like it.
Does not want to give way. Vamu Nibble second and a half back now. No Jug still within the range of T-Brown. This T-Brown is looking fairly good so far. Only a lap and a half deep here is our second adventure around Spoon. Yep,
Spoon, real fun corner. Not really an overtaking spot, but you can try and get a better launch down towards 130R if you are the car following somebody else. Wish there was DRS here, but there is not. I think there used to be DRS. Might not be wrong about that. Out of 130R, we got from all the way from Cam Tizzle, actually no, from Vamu down to Knuckles.
Looks like Brian Wasser spun there around 8. Oh, so this is kind of funny. Last week I've been working with a guy named Vikram. He's just an absolute beauty. He's a super nice guy. We're on board with the battle between Pork Chops and Capital. Capital's in the pit there. Yeah, Vikram's just a beauty. So, Scuba Steve. Oh, what happened to Cam Tizzle here? Cam Tizzle seems to be struggling immensely, losing a couple of positions, just able to hold off Electric Blade.
Not sure. Weird. All right.
Quite a bit of cars into the pit and quite a bit of difficulties being had for quite a few drivers here so far in Division 3. Nearly half the lobby to have pitted through the first 2 laps. But yeah, so Vikram. We've been doing this old folks, like 55 plus complex. And so a lot of them are really nice and whatnot. They're like putting in new TV boxes and all that good stuff from like the bulk account that was set in place. So we've got all these like old people, and sometimes they like to make us treats and everything like that, like give them to us. So I've had like some like awesome cinnamon loaf, like it was unreal. The cinnamon loaf, like I had like a bunch of cookies and everything. Like they're just fattening me up. It's kind of funny. And then it was my last day today, or it was my Thursday, which is my Friday. And Vikram and I were just like talking. He's like, man, like I've had so much treats. I'm like trying to stay off of the sugar, but oh my goodness, like old white ladies, they can make the best sweets. I'm like, yeah, true enough, Vikram, true enough, buddy. He's like, oh, it's so good though. I try not to, but I cannot help myself. Oh god, I'm like, you're a fucking beauty, Vikram. Oh, it's so funny.
Electric got that scam. Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But oh my god, man, I've just been eating nothing but sweets. I had to bring some home today. One old lady made me cinnamon swirls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, to take home. And then like I was getting like one of them was like, here, take some cookies for you. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, oh my god. It's like, oh, you like candy? You like chocolate bars? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, here, take this. This is all natural. Like milk chocolate with, what was it? Cashews. I'm like, oh, god damn, yes. Give me that.
Oh, we got a spin. That is subtle butthole in the S section getting out of the way, right into the back of the barrier. You love to see it. And he's putting his subtle butthole in 18th. So unfortunate for the man in the McLaren.
His subtle butthole mobile.
Oh, yeah. T-Bro and No Jug really pulling away from Bomber here, even though he's on hard. So I didn't think it'd be this bad. Settles around again.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave that to be. But yeah, I didn't expect T-Brum and No Jug to be this fast. To be fair, I knew T-Brum because he was part of that EDA wave that kind of phased out over the last couple of weeks. DTR No Jug, I have no idea who this man is, but I am fascinated. That guy's flying around Suzuka tonight.
Yeah, him and because we saw firsthand how quick Van Moo can be, and he's almost 3.5 seconds back of these two. So, but we'll see. Van Moo did start on the hards. To be fair, front runner does take the fastest lap, so we'll see what Van Moo can do later on. Obviously, the hards are slower than the mediums, but. Looking decent so far. Actually, we cannot keep Van Moo out of this race. Let's be honest here. He's still got quite a good shot being on the hards and only 3 seconds back.
Yeah, we'll have to see whenever these mediums go off. I think time will tell. But right now, we got T-Brum and No Jug. They're still battling, and the rest of it looks pretty spread out. We got Jason Macer and DJ Knickknack. They're still going on it down there for P8. And a couple of guys in the backfield. They're squabbling for the points down there. Von was actually closed that gap down a little bit, a couple tenths, and 130R there. Settle, I think, is going to call it a day. Spun twice, causing lap one incident. Yeah, he's out. It's unfortunate there, but.
So let's be honest here. Scuba Steve, currently 5 seconds back of the leaders. Ever since the race kind of opened up and he's been on his own, he's been kind of holding the same pace as those two up in front. We'll see if Scuba can maybe potentially get a little luck going his side and maybe actually get in the area of T-Brum and No Jug, but he's got some time that he needs to shave off as well as a car to leap ahead. But maybe an undercut might work. Maybe shave some time off, get him back into it, especially on the hards. We'll have to see. Do you have any maybe sort of prediction on the pit windows here?
No, no idea. I've not run any laps around Suzuka in this game. If I have, it's been in time trial, so that's not really going to help much. I had to guess. Long circuit, it's like 8% a lap on those mediums, maybe 6% a lap on the hards. So 8 times 7 is 56. Lap 7, lap 8, we might see a pit here. Throwing a ballpark number out there. You got to feel for Aero Racing Design. I just looked at the D1 chat. He got kicked out of quali, couldn't take control of his car. It says he got back in and had rear wing damage and fore damage, and then his game crashed. That is a rough night.
Yes, that is a rough go. And speaking of rough goes, front runner is out, and we'll see if that is our first safety car of the evening.
It is.
It is full-on safety car, so we'll see how much the pit changes will take place. What these guys are going to do.
I might want to go on board with Monster here. He ends up in a very interesting spot if he's still there when the front runner's still there. Yeah, he's still there. Not really sure how he lost it there. I guess he hit that inside curb. Best guess there. But, I'm not sure.
I wonder if maybe he went a little bit too high up on the curb on the exit of 9 and then potentially...
going a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, just went all the way and finished up the crash down there.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good shot. A bunch of the medium guys came in, they've got hards on, and some medium guys actually got on softs. That's an interesting call from Gavagai and Grumpy and Catman trying to make some spots quickly. I think maybe the top 5 missed the pit window. Not entirely sure. They already climbed to the safety car, and if that's the case, that is brutal news for the top 5. Look at that, Knuckles is in the top 5. That's a surprise top 5, you know? Go like Knuckles, or Residential Fireman, firefighter. Always great to see.
Okay, so I unfortunately won't be able to move my mouse much until my cat gets off of my desk.
Which one has it, Mike Wazowski or what's the other one?
Yeah, it's Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski. Yeah. Wow.
He's infatuated by the race right now. Actually, he's hanging out. He's interested. He's very interested in. Yes, he's very in tune with the mini map.
Yeah, no, good for Mike Wazowski. Get him in the league. You know, he can fill a seat.
I'm supposedly raising screen babies.
Oh.
You know,
Is that what the internet telling you?
Yeah, they're very infatuated by screens.
Yeah, no, I had a golden, and she loved to watch TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, she did weird things. Like, she wouldn't walk on ice. Like, she'd put her paw on ice and realize it was ice and didn't go. My mom's friend, actually, she had her kid in the car. She came over to see the dogs. We were out of town, and the dog wouldn't go inside until she took her kid in the house. And I was like, oh, that's neat. That dog just, I don't know, had a brain of its own. Animals are great, man.
I know. I really wish that I could teach my dog to help bring in groceries. I always found that hilarious.
Yeah. You need to teach your dog how to grab a gin bottle.
Yes, that is true. I'd love to be able to. Maybe my cats. I don't think they
I think might be a little heavy for the cats.
might be.
The bottle might be bigger than them at this point.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah.
So okay, who's coming out of the AL for you?
On top,
Yeah. Who's winning the AL?
Astros. I wouldn't be surprised if the Guardians actually make it to the ALCS, but it might be a stretch. It is a very stretch.
I think it's just going to be a Dodgers Astros World Series again.
I think it's going to be a repeat. I think it's going to be Braves Astros, and I think the Bravos going to take it home. They've been really hot the last couple of months. After the Mets series, I got no.
Where do you do the postseason?
I sent you the link.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, FunMLB.com. That's all it's the one I've gone the app. Predict the postseason compete to win $100,000.
Where'd you send me the link? I can't see.
That's how I do it. I just sent it.
No.
Oh my! I think Knuckles at what the hell?
Cock is like, man, I'm racing. Ooh, what's on midday tomorrow?
Guardians race. Here. I put in CA and I clicked the worst one. Yeah. You go in there and you fill that out and probably have to put in your address. And
Can I win even though I'm Canadian? Oh, we're back green racing.
oh, whoa! Yeah. Speaking of that, yeah, please.
Vamu does not get a good jump off of restart. Josh is fairly close to Cam Tizzo, but a very tough overtake at this point. We'll see if T-Brum can break off here. He's got that gap about as high as he did before. Now we'll see if there's going to be any sort of safety cars continuing on after this race. Not continuing on after this race, but if there'll be any safety cars as we continue on throughout the race. A couple of these guys on the softs, they need to get a move on here. NFS Gabba guy and grumpy old cat, man. They can't get caught back. Alright. Now it's really tough here. Do I take the trade of putting my cat on the ground and then running the risk of it screwing with my tires? Because there's a couple times when I was doing the stream prep where Mike would get into my wires there and then would unplug my.
No. Keep the cat. Keep Mike on the desk.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah, do not.
Major distraction on the desk. Not gonna lie, it's all over the place.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's either that or we get unplugged here, and neither one's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, true enough.
Electric Blade's got a nice helmet that Alpine matches real well. Or is it a Williams? I think it's a Williams actually. My apologies, fellas. Yeah, he's also the closest battle on track. So hey, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, I don't know how healthy are the Rays actually.
Glasnow's back. Rasmussen, they got Drew Rasmussen. I know he's pretty good. They got McClanahan. I know he's still there. They're not a bad team. I think the Guardians might upset them, especially being in Cleveland. The Guardians won more games than the Rays.
Yeah, I know, but the Rays were fairly injured for long stretches.
Well, they know you got to build that chemistry. The Guardians are a tight-knit family, baby. I really like Andres Jimenez and Jose Ramirez back-to-back in the lineup. 2 MVP candidates this year. I like it a lot. You got a good top three. You got Zach Plesac, Shane Bieber, and Chris McKenzie. That's a good top three.
Yeah, I think I just is Kevin Kiermaier still playing?
I don't think so. I believe he got released.
Yeah. It still says he played 63 games
with the Rays this year, and that. Yeah. No, I'd say it's still with the Rays. Oh, he requires season-ending surgery. Well, that's why I don't remember it.
Oh, okay. That's where he went.
Yeah, back to the doctor. Kind of like 25% of the league anymore.
Yeah,
that's always fun. Fun times.
Electric Blades Williams got a good amount of dirt on the side there. Wonder if
I was looking at that. Not sure if that's 4 damage. I don't know. The cars this year look very, very nitty gritty. It looks like they've been racing for a while.
Yeah.
And I like it, but I just can't tell if it's damage or not.
If he actually picked it up as the race has gone on. Like
maybe can't really see it. Mel, you can see on the Alfa Romeo too, Cam Tizzle.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's as much though.
Yeah, if you look at actually the other Williams of Jason Macer or Josh SR or SR5, he is clean.
Yeah, he looks fairly clean. It might be. Yeah, I wonder if it's actually because he's been up on the. Yeah, he does look really. I wonder if that is because Electric Blade has got quite a bit of dirt on that thing.
Yeah, it is. It's coated. He's also looking for a move here on the Mercedes of Knuckles. He's dropped back from Scuba Steve and Vamu. Scuba Steve's actually dropped back from Vamu as well. So top 4 separating themselves out. Into Spoon we go. Got a DRS train all the way from P5 down to P11. Big DRS train here in Suzuka. ERS enabled for both drivers here. Knuckles trying to defend Electric, trying to get ahead in the 130R we go with about half a second gap. And nothing will be made. Unless a mistake is made, somebody could spin. I've never seen somebody spin on 130R, but it could be the day that they do spin.
Typically, people just go wide. Oh, and a big penalty to No Jug.
Yeah.
That is massive.
Big move, though. In the pits, lap 11. 2-lap safety car. I was right. 7, 8 laps. 9 laps. All right. Pat myself on the back for that one. But that's going to hurt him, especially with him not being able to escape from T-Brum and Vamu being right behind him on hards.
He's going to have quite a bit of open runway ahead of him.
Is this because of safety car? No, that's in the pits.
No, he's in the pits.
Yeah, that was my streak for about 5 races in season 5. I'd pit the lap before safety car would come out. And I got very, very irritated at that. Electric's still behind Knuckles, and I think these mediums are starting to die out. Vamu has pulled it from 2.2 down to 1.7 now and increasing on the straight here. We'll be surprised if T-Brum, Steve, and Knuckles all stay out here. Maybe one of the Mercs will to avoid a double stack, but I don't know if they're in a party together. We never know that.
Yeah, I know, it's never, and a lot of the times actually these drivers are in the parties with other drivers on other teams. No, but we might have, I don't think we're going to get a move into 130R, but Electric Blade looking really close onto Knuckles. You like that, Kat?
Yeah, so T-Rum's going to call it in the pits now. Vomit will go ahead and continue. Steve in the pits. We'll have to see. Is Knuckles going to go in the pits? I think he would. No, he will not. He will stay out. Electric kind of dummy Cam to try and go in the pits there. That was interesting. Everybody else still going on. We got Gabby Guy and Grumpy still running on those old softs, and I don't think that's a good decision. You need to come in pit, put on some hards, and keep going.
Importantly here, Electric Blade did just clear Knuckles as well coming into turn 1. Now Electric Blade is now looking to try and open that gap. His closest rival, Cam Tizzle, is now stuck in behind Knuckles, who's nursing these old mediums.
Oh!
Oh, what do we got?
That's Foster and No Jug. They got tailed up into the first turn there. Monster's front left and No Jug's rear right. They little wheel banging, but nobody's DNF'd. I was curious where he'd come out. Comes out within DRS of T-Burn with that 5-second penalty, of course, unfortunately. So they're still relatively where they were before they pit. Besides track position, of course, that'll come with time. Yeah, T-Burn came in a lap later, and he's still ahead of him. So maybe it was right call staying up by Knuckles. But to wait and see.
Yeah. No Jug did not serve that penalty in the pit, though, so he's within a half a second to T-Brown, but...
I don't think you can. Like, if you get it going the pits, you can't serve that. Go back in.
True enough.
Yeah. Acer and Ace are pretty close here at Camp Disc going to 130R.
Yeah, quite a bit of cars are close there. Can't quite get anything done in the braking zone here, but maybe Cam Tizzle can get it done with Knuckles, but yeah, Knuckles is going to be in the pits. That's going to be big for Cam Tizzle as he'll get DRS coming down the window, or coming down the pit lane there, and that gives an aid in defense of Jace or Nacer Jaw Senior 5. As you can see on your screen, did not have any sort of chance on Cam Tizzle. Maybe with no DRS for Cam Tizzle, might have seen a different story there. But DTR No Jug is retired in the pits. Not entirely sure what's happened.
Brian Monster's getting a wing change. I'm not sure. Maybe there was some contact in the turn one I didn't see. Maybe he had to go for an emergency. You never know. But those sudden retirements are always interesting. I'll monitor the old chat there and see if he ever put something in there. But we'll see where T-Brum comes out after the pit cycle is all said and done. Vomit was on the oldest tires on track, 13 lap old hards, and those guys did about, I think, 9 racing laps on medium. So trying to make those stretch to about lap 18, lap 19.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how long these mediums are going to go. Capital went for the mediums, Villeneuve as well for the mediums, but I don't believe that these are going to run the rest of this race. I'd imagine the mediums are going to be a little bit heavy worked on here in Suzuka with the amount of heavy turns that it has, especially the S curves and everything can really make the tires work. Having to fully throw the G's onto each side through each swerve. Villeneuve, speaking of, gets past Gabba Guy, and I'm wondering how long these softs are going to go for Gabba Guy and Grumpy Old Catman. I imagine they're going to go to the mediums for the rest of this race, but might be... I think they're going to be coming to the pit this lap, I imagine so.
Unfortunately for DTR, No Jug said when he got on, there was no force feedback on his wheel, and so that he didn't feel like endangering anybody. So he was pretty pacey there without force feedback. Very, very steady on the throttle there. Well, I guess he was driving slow out of the pits.
Gabba Guy found a little bit of difficulties there coming through turn 9, and he's dropped back. Super D Nice. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that one. Villeneuve now closing the gap on the Grumpy Old Catman. So we're seeing these softs really falling off here. And imagine we're going to see them in no prob. Appreciate it. Thank you. If you got $100, just sauce our way, you know it'll be going to good people. Just kidding. But here we go. Villeneuve trying to follow the Ferrari. The Ferrari's struggling a little bit here. These softs got to be at the end. Should be at least at the end. With the need for one more pit. The medium's got to be the way to go from this point out. No reason to go onto the hards. Ferrari is into the pit as predicted. DJ Knickknack is getting pretty close onto Josh Senior 5. Opens up ever so slightly for the inside line. No shot, no point. Through turn 1 we go. DJ Knickknack right on the back of Josh Senior 5, but he's just got to follow him through the S curves here. But anything you're seeing there, Shelly?
No, just talking to No Jug there. Yeah, you got to figure out his force feedback issue, but at least it's nothing health or personal matter. Just like a mechanical failure, some may say. So, love to see it.
And
Yeah,
it happens in league racing.
Yeah. Best T-shirt. Shit happens. That's a good one. Knick-Knack is the closest battle, though, as you were saying. That's about it. Everyone else is kind of gapped out now, away from the pit cycle for those guys in the hards and the mediums. Capital on those 13 lap mediums. Those are stretching out.
Yeah, this race has opened up quite a bit now. At least a second separating every one of these drivers. You can almost push it to a second and a half, other than Cam Tiswell. He's just on the outside of the DRS window, looking in on Electric Blade. But the one battle that we're interested in currently is two guys on the same tire strategy, Josh Senior 5 and DJ Knick-Knack. And we'll see if DJ is going to be able to close it all coming into the final chicane here of 16-17.
Yeah, have to see what kind of run he gets out of the final turn here. I don't think it's going to be close enough. Capital with that 3 seconds. First one we've seen all day for the 3 second type penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, so he was about 7.5 tenths back, 4 tenths back going to turn 1. So you got to be within about 3 tenths to make an overtake there in the turn 1. So keep that in the back of your mind. Not mind.
9. No, that's okay. You're saving time.
I am? Oh, look at that.
Why use lot words when little do trick?
Very good.
I believe that's what Kevin said in The Office.
Sounds about right. Do you think Electric, Cam, Pork, and Jason Macy are throwing Knick-Knack in that conversation too? You think these guys can be able to take those hards to the end here?
I think Pork can, because he's fairly gentle on his tires. T-Brum just clears Capital there. Actually going the hard way around the outside line, that was through turn 11. Didn't even know he was even thinking about that move, so didn't even think about putting the POV on it, but we'll know when he gets up to Villeneuve, I imagine, at some point. I imagine Villeneuve and Capital are going to have to pit. I don't know. I think they can run with the rest.
Well, guess who's not Vamanukel? He's got to pit.
Yes.
Throwing off mediums, I suppose, and I'll have to see where he comes out. I'm going to see it's come up behind Villeneuve, maybe a little bit farther back than that. Release from the pit was got a good stop there from the Alpine boys, and down the front straightaway. He's actually overtaken by T-Brum as well, I believe.
But now he's the hunter from this point in now, though. He's not too far back from T-Brum. The gap stays about 3 seconds. Almost similar. He did close a little bit of time. But now he's on the mediums. T-Brum's on the hards. And there's a guy in between. We'll see how much capital comes into play in this battle. We'll get back to Vamu in a bit there. He's got some time to close. We're on the technical battle for the lead right now. Cam Tizzle on Electric Blade. Couple of drivers that have the option to try and send it the rest of this way, but they also need to be fairly gentle for these tires coming in. We don't want to use up too much tread and bin it in the end. But I am all for just sending it. All like balls to the wall. Who cares? At 95%, take it 5 more laps.
Yeah. I don't trim out my fuel. I push the entire race when I race. I don't like limiting myself. So even when my tires are about 70% into the race, I'm still pushing. They might be sliding around. It's all right. You gotta get those times in. Quick times.
Here we go. T-Brum now all over the back of Villeneuve. Does a really good job of taking that inside line. Up onto Villeneuve we go. And a little bit of a mix of T-Brum's speed and the fact that Villeneuve has put these things to the bitter end. So into the pit he comes, as well as Capital. So Capital won't come into play much at all. And now it's just Vamu seeing T-Brum off in the distance. The potential battle for the overall race lead. If, and I say a big if the 4 drivers up ahead come into the pit. If not, T-Brum has quite a bit of time that he needs to close, but does have fresher hards to try and do it, and we'll see how much of those freshness come into play later on into the race. Currently the fastest lap sitting with T-Brum as well. We have a couple of drivers coming on for some late softs. and some lighter fuel, so that could potentially change. Maybe some team orders here on the Aston Martin side, Scuba Steve and Pork Chops. Do you imagine Pork will try and fight him off that much?
I don't think so, especially on fresher tires. Moss with the 3 seconds there. Yeah, both Aston Martins on hards, but fresher tires, and I'm sorry, Pork, but a faster driver and Scuba Steve. I think Pork's going to use his head here, and with DRS in the front straight, he's just going to let him go.
I think it might even be a little bit before then. He might let him go before 130R here.
You never know. Pork may decide this night he's not putting up with it.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like he's not slowing up too much here. But yeah, I think Scuba is just going to take a routine overtake through the pit straight. Vamu Nibble actually the one sitting the fastest lap. And he's already shaved off a second of that time to T-Brum there. So starting off well, still a ways to go, as we said before. Scuba Steve, we get a nice angle on the bucket that he's wearing. A nice little lime green, I've got to say. Have you seen any good-looking helmets here today, Shelly? I haven't actually thought of it.
I said electrics earlier in that Williams. That's a nice helmet. Nice pops with the color. Mom was closing, by the way, a second and a half in a lap on those mediums, so he's fine. Yeah, electrics is probably the best I've seen in the lobby tonight. Matches the car real well. Try and glance at some of these other guys. Some of these guys just don't have a helmet. No.
Oh, yes, that is a solid helmet. And Scuba Steve, he is out. Is that going to be a full safety car?
It is.
It is.
Going forward with Knuckles here, see where Scuba Steve DNF under the bridge, out of the Degna. Yeah, you got on that exit curve there, and that car bottomed out, and you just went straight into the wall.
Yeah.
That is an unfortunate scenario.
So now things are going to be very interesting here. Vamu Nibble on the mediums. Are we going to see these guys going to trade track position for tire?
We are.
Yes.
We're going to electric, we're going to have Cam, we're going to have Jason Ace, we're going to have DJ Knickknack. T-Brum, I don't think if you're Vomit, don't pit. Yeah, Vomit did not pit. That's a smart decision. Cam with the 5 second. I knew you were trying to say that. I like that move from Vomit. Vomit is the fastest man on track right now. And even with softs, I think Vomit still has the advantage over these guys on mediums. So we'll have to. He might not have the advantage over T-Brum. T-Brum might, if he works his way up, he might have a battle there. But
yeah, but T-Brum's got a ways to go though, and we're
he'll
probably
spread out too. Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go back racing at lap 24, and imagine we're already on to lap 21.
Wait and see.
So 22 is going to be safety, 23 is going to be safety. I think lap 24. So we'll have 4 laps to go from that point in. I mean, yeah, okay, I think Vamu's going to... It's set up for Vamu, definitely. But Electric Blade, he's got a good chance as well. Grumpy Old Catman taking a big risk and not deciding to pit. And staying out on the hards. I think you should just pit, my guy.
Gonna go ahead and look at the old warning situation there for P2 there. Cam Tizzle has, you got that 5 second. Vamu has 1 warning. I do not see Electric Blades in here at all. So Electric's not running on any warnings. He can cut some corners if he has to. And he just might get past the Vamu, the U-boat, some may call him. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. This there's some things left. There's some storylines left to be had here, there, Shelly.
Yeah, one of them is Grumpy Old Catman and Gabba Guy, both on hards, and the whole field is on softs or mediums. It's a very T, fellas, but you are going to be eaten alive like the antelope in the African desert.
Another storyline here is Capital and Mosser. Now these two guys are battling for Division 2 promotion. Just for those, or Division 3 promotion. Well, I mean technically, to get into Division 2. We'll pull up the Division 3 Drivers Championship here for everyone to see. We've still got a little bit of time. Capital 25 points up ahead of Monster, so Monster needs to try and get any positions back and potentially get the overtake on Capital, both with penalties, with 3-second penalties that is as well. So we'll see how things play out, and we'll see if Monster is going to be able to catch up to the pack and maybe get us going on lap 23 instead.
Yeah, didn't realize how big that front runner DNF was. He's in P2 in the championship there. Capital gets a good run tonight. I don't know how the D3 point structure looks. Let's take a look at that very quickly. Oh, well, I think even if he wins, he would not overtake him. But he can take a good chunk out of that P2 spot and keep going after it. Especially with Monster, Pork, both also there tonight. Have to see who finishes higher. That actually might put Pork in P4 tonight. Monster stays down there in P13. Going through the grid, Scuba Steve is in relegation, along with Cam Tizzle and Kiwi Fruit. So unfortunate DNF for him. Cam looks very good tonight. No Jug, actually 4th in relegation. Yeah, so it looks like some of these guys got caught up mid-season and just adjusted to the new environment.
So it's looking like a front runner with the way that Capital and Monster are looking. It's still probably going to have a 30-point buffer between him and 3rd place after this race is said done. Unless Capital goes absolutely buck wild, then he'll still hold his position no matter what, because he's got 75 points to Capital. So he can afford this, but how many more can he afford? Probably not many now. But Brian Monster and Capital just need to bring this home, just try and get as many positions as they can. I imagine we're going to have the safety car come in this lap, so we're going to have 5 full laps of racing here. The softs will be able to push it to the end. Vamu will be able to push his mediums to the end, trying to warm them up as much as possible. We'll see when he's going to send it. He's really going to try and catch Electric Blade off. What's your strategy when you're leading off of a safety car restart? I mean, you don't get the opportunity much, and it can be very advantageous. Do you have anything that you do?
Catch him unexpected. Do not go out of this final corner. I do 1 or 2 weaves, and I'm full for it, just like Bamu just did perfectly. Almost 5/10 Electric Blade into turn 1. We will go. Both people have their ERS deployed, and Electric's just barely getting with those fresh, soft tires. Cam's got that penalty, and then got Jason Macer. T-Brum's getting past DJ Knickknack early on. He's going to look after Jason Macer. Jason Macer spins. The only reason to avoid that Aston Martin Pork Chops.
And Pork Chops, and he gets on the grass.
No win. And that is the day for Pork and Jason Macer. Pork sitting there in disbelief. Can't believe that he porked himself. Brian Monster up to 11th, and everybody moved up a spot sequentially. You like that, didn't you? I like that as well.
Yeah, that's a really rough spin for Pork there. It was just trying to avoid Jacer, and then went up on the curb, and then ended up throttling it a little bit too hard. So he's still sitting 12th, still going to get decent points the way he's going to finish this. Vamu hasn't been able to shake Electric Blade. Electric's looking pretty quick on these softs, but he is using quite a bit of ERS to do that, and I think he wants to get this overtake done as soon as possible, because he's looking fairly aggressive.
Yeah, most definitely. Crash, did you make a trivia question this week for the old interviews?
Oh, I do. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Here, before the DRS is active.
So, in 1886... Okay, Colin?
Oh my gosh, Electric.
Oh, never mind. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait a little
Don't worry about it.
Wait until we come through the S curves.
Yeah, bumped Vamu through the final couple of corners there. Knuckles getting past Gabagai down there for P8.
Oh.
And somebody else is around. That's Gabagai around. Let's go back up front. Electric still behind Vamu. He is eager to get past him. Through turn 1, we got no other changes and no other spins. Part of my front, we got another spin. Actually, let somebody go in the pits there. That's a...
Gabagai settling himself out, and Pork Chops is into the pits.
Yeah, that might be a retirement from the game there. I think you are classified at this point, so might call it quits. Anyways, we got some downtime. Go ahead.
Okay, so in 1867, Charles Ranhofer created what was, or assumingly, it's been linked back to him that he created the ever-famous dessert called the Baked Alaska in his New York restaurant all the way back when. What other significant thing in North American history happened in 1867?
Isn't it a declaration? No. That's too late for that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that fucking date.
None of you guys are going to get this.
I don't know. The only thing I know. Oh my god!
What was that? That was a big glitch by T-Brum. He's still right on the back of Cam Tizzle. Electric Blade now with ERS, or DRS. No, sorry, not this one. Next lap. But Electric Blade has absolutely pushed the living hell out of his car on restart here. We have a spin that looks like it's Capital. So that is huge for him and Mosser. And we'll see where Capital is going to be able to pick himself up. He's on the grass, and looks like Josh is going to overtake him. And he may be hard done by his teammate Gabagai, but it looks like he's going to hold on there. I'm not sure if he's going to need a pit stop. But T-Brum still sitting outside the podium on track, but with Cam Tizzle's penalty, he should be able to get that position back. Unfortunately, T-Brum just was having to overtake too many of these cars after the safety car restart, and hasn't been able to get back up to challenge Bamboo Nibble, who's looking pretty strong to come home with the win. I think Electric Blade's giving him all that he can give, and we're running out of time here for T-Brum and Electric Blade.
You know, I think even with T-Brum on the softs, I think it would be about the same battle we got here with Electric. Both, all top four, they got good racecraft, and they know when to go for a move, when not to go for a move. I don't think T-Brum would even made an overtake there. Electric Blade is actually falling back to over a second now behind Vamo. Vamo's still got a quarter of his batteries compared to Electric. He's scraping the barrel under 5% or just over 5. T-Brum, I think the best you could hope for is P3 or P2 tonight. But we'll have to see.
Oversteer. Yeah, it seems like the podium is fairly settled here. Vamo, Electric, and T-Brum just needs to bring it home. Cam Tizzle puts in a good race here, but it won't be good enough for a podium with that 5-second penalty coming back to bite him in the end. He might actually even drop down to 5th place with DJ Knickknack within range. A hint on the trivia question there, Shelley, is that it's celebrated every year in Canada, July.
Canada in July?
Every year.
I'm still clueless.
Every year, July 1st.
Maple syrup.
No. It was the creation of Canada. It was when Canada became a country.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, thanks. We're really proud of it.
76, that's the declaration.
1867 was when Canada became a country. It's kind of funny because I'm trying to lay it up, but
yeah. Zero.
Yeah, I'll give more hints. I'm not going to give them the answer. I'll keep giving them hints until they get it.
Yeah, we might be here a while. We'll see.
I think the trolley way to start with how the Bake Alaska was created was is a good throw off.
Oh yeah, I think he saw so that could die it off now on the whole lap here.
Potentially
back 2 seconds.
All these guys were pushing real hard right off the get, and it's looking like T-Brum is going to try, and it might not be worth it here, T-Brum, but he's going to actually dive down the inside line. Him and Cam Tizzle wheel-to-wheel racing around turn 1 and turn 2 now. Cam Tizzle still holding on to what is 3rd place, but T-Brum getting very aggressive and a little bit of contact between the two guys, and Cam Tizzle just gets overtaken for 3rd place. And now, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world as long as T-Brum doesn't slow you down, Tizzle. You've got to try and work on getting back that half a second that you've given to DJ Knickknack, as you're on the potential to drop down into 5th place as well, Mr. Tizzle. So still, you got to eyes forward and try put in a good final lap because you're still fighting for points.
Yeah, about 4.5 seconds to a little over 4.7 seconds, 4.8 seconds. That gap's ever growing. Kind of like a malignant tumor. That's the best analogy I had there. DJ Knickknack has a lot of battery. Not sure why he's not using it. Anyways, T-Brum actually looked for a moment that he might be able to get past Electric. Looked very pacey after got past Cam, but no, I don't think that's going to happen. Cam is burning on this back straight, and he is trying everything to get ahead of DJ Knickknack. That should be a fun little thing at the end of the race here. Somebody spun. That is Brian Mosser, unfortunately. But across the line, we go. Bambu Noble, the U-boat. We saw him in D4 last time, got taken out. This time, ain't getting taken out. Oh, he might take himself out. He's going to win the race. Electric Blade P2, T-Brum P3 after Cam's penalty on track. I see if Nick Knack can catch him. He will catch him ever so slightly, about 4/10. So good race from Nick Knack there. Kind of ran without us talking about him, but, put him in the spotlight now. Grumpy made those hards work. I think that's the highest he would have finished, even if he had softs on. So good for the old Catman. Knuckles, Villeneuve. And then we got Mosser, Mosser, Gabagai, Capital, and Port. That's going to be your finishing 13. 7 guys DNF tonight. So, right. One of those nights.
What did we say we were going to do in between the interviews?
New schedule.
Yes, the schedule. Well, if you'd like to do that, after the final finishers and the results come in, as pork chops, I think he's just cutting turns now. If you want to do that after the results, I'll get everyone in for the interviews.
Yeah, I got it pulled up now. So whenever you want me to start reading off them.
Well, after the results, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we are.
T-Brum and...
So like Crash gets the podium in a call here. We're going to go ahead and go over your podium and the rest of the race. Bambu Noble, the U-boat, takes home the win for about Electric and T-Brum. That's your podium, fellas. And we got Nick Nax, ran a solid race, a 3-stopper. Most of these guys ran a 3-stopper. Knuckles with a 5-stopper. That's funny. Nick Nack, Camp to the Electric top 5. Old Catman to the Knuckles. The Villeneuve to Jason Acer. Then we got the Mossman himself, Gabagai. And that's your top 11. That's a weird number that stopped on. Capital Porks. And that's actually all that finished. Scuba Steve, No Jug, Lone Wolf, Frontrunner, JSD, Subtle Buckle, Young DJ, all D and F from this race. DJ, Frontrunner, Scuba Steve, all D and F on track. Lone Wolf, JSD, Butthole, retired in pits, and No Jug had to retire due to a mechanical issue. Imagine if No Jug was up there in that last couple of laps. That would have been a fun.
Yeah, that's disappointing. That really is unfortunate. But I mean, it's racing, so that sucks.
Okay.
Pork Chops is pissed. Yeah, I can imagine Pork Chops kind of got sewered as well.
Pork himself.
That's yeah, that stinks.
Yeah. Here's a little trivia for you. I don't know if you've looked at the new schedule. Where do we start off the next season?
Oh, I did look. I can't remember though.
See.
I don't know. I don't know what you have to do in this league to be able to have any sort of connection into making the schedule, but it's only been my going on to the 8th season, and I've never been once asked to help out with the schedule, even though I've made it very apparent, Shelly, very apparent, that I would love to help out one season, but I keep getting forgotten and denied and left out of the fun.
Are you trying to send a message?
Maybe. I don't know. Like Christ. One bloody season. I'd just like to help with the goddamn schedule.
Wow. Season 9, that's your season.
I didn't even get to help.
Just pull up the schedule. Let's go over that very quickly while these guys get in the waiting room.
Okay. Do you have the schedule? I can't.
I do have it up.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Midwest F1 Season 8 schedule, the lead off the calendar, used to be the finale. Interlagos, November 10th. Could be a fun start of the season. Then we got Abu Dhabi following that. Then we got Happy Turkey Day. That's a week off for Thanksgiving. Silverstone, Baku, Portimao, throwing that new track into the mix. And the Christmas break, Merry Christmas, fellas, starting off the new year with Monza, or actually not New Year yet. December 29th. Monza. Then we're going to start off the new year, Chinese New Year, in China, in Shanghai. And then we got Jeddah, Spa, Hungary, Austria, Japan again. Hey, some love for Japan. I love to see it. Singapore, Spain, and Bahrain's going to be your season finale. So that is your, 15 race schedule?
Yes, I believe it's 3 seasons of 15 races. No
15, yeah.
more of the 2 full seasons of 16, and then the partial at the end. Pork has gone through and pre-set up all the dates and all that fun stuff. I believe it's just straight 3 of 15. And if you're doing math at home, that equals 45. That's a number.
Yep, well, that's a good number.
That is a good number. A good pitching number, 34. A lot of good pitchers have the number 34. Good power hitting number back in the early 2000s, 25.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. I think Canseco too for a bit.
Not entirely sure.
Canseco's a nut, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canseco was an absolute nut. Did you ever see him on Rough and Rowdy when he, I swear to God, cats, if you, like... Oh, there's... Okay, good. Yeah, run over there. When he took the dive on, when he was supposed to be in the fight. Not sure what I have to do. Oh. Join waiting. Discord and general.
I just saw the worst casualty in F1 history.
What's that?
Will, here, I'll send it to you if you want to take a look at this. I don't want to make a message. Not sure if it wants to share it. This was... Go to a minute, or an hour, 20, and 30 seconds when I send this to you. Here.
An hour, 20, and 30 seconds.
That was
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That one's not very good.
That is the worst crash I've seen on this game. Make sure you have it muted, though. I think they are talking in there.
Okay, I'm muting you for a second. Just loading. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, dude, he screamed that. Okay, we got them all set for the interview here. Let's bring him in. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you very much for coming in for the interview. We're going to start with just a quick mic check from everyone, then we'll go in finishing order. So we'll start with Vamu. Do you have can you just give me a mic check quick? Check. River Plate. Vamu. Nibble. Vamu Nibble. Okay, maybe we'll get back. Electric Blade. Unmute your mic. Good, check. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. T-Brum, unmute your mic. Say howdy.
Yo.
You're good. DJ Knick-Knack.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, everyone's coming through nicely, except for the guy that we need to do the interview with first. Vamu! Unmute your bloody mic.
You mean you can start with Nick if you want to.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Okay. All right, Knick-Knack. Well, we'll do it in reverse order maybe then. We'll start with you. Now, you ended up with the, not the hardest charger, or actually, was it the hardest charger? What position did you finish in? Which position did you start in?
I finished in 4th. I started in 10th or 11th, I think.
I think it,
So
Yeah.
it showed I had the most overtakes, but I'm not sure.
okay, yeah. So you did
if
get the
what-
hardest charger tonight, yeah. So you must have started 11th then. So now,
Yeah, I think I started 11th.
take me through how that last safety car changed things for you.
I mean, that last safety car pretty much saved my race because I was at, well, I don't want to guarantee that, but I was at hards. I was on hards, and I accidentally, when the first safety car happened, I looked at my position. I was P9, and I thought I was on lap 9 because I was just so hyper focused. So I jumped into the pits, thinking that it was lap 9. It turned out, I think, what was that, lap 6 or 7 we had that safety car. So I went on hard super early. I knew from the get-go I was going medium hard. I knew just to keep it clean. I wasn't really going to get overtakes. My setup, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was losing 2/10 on what is that, 130 Rs, what the corner's called?
Yeah.
I was losing 2/10 on that straight and another 10th on the main straight. So I just knew to keep the S's is kind of where I shined, I think, in this Grand Prix. So back to the second safety car, I just got lucky. Had a safety car dipped in for softs, and luckily everyone else did in front of me, and everyone, most of the people behind me. I was hoping that there would be a little last lap action, where maybe someone would spin out and I'd get P4 or even P3 because I knew who finished behind me. Someone had a 5-second penalty, so that led those last two laps. I was racing the guy in front of me while also trying to conserve tires. So I got lucky. I don't know if you guys saw last week. I really messed up last week. I was in P3 and took my hands off the steering wheel, thinking that the AI would take over after that speed limit sign, and just drifted into the pit wall and ripped off my wheel in P3, and I was set up for a P2 finish. So it's a nice little comeback because this season's been pretty rough for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, what goes around comes around. So it's glad that it's good to hear that you got a little bit of that back, and then you can go back on the stream and check it out, and when it goes up to YouTube there. So we have that ability to go see everything when it's all done. But what was your confidence coming into Suzuka here? I mean, you said that you had a little bit of rough goes, but was Suzuka maybe a favorable one for you at all, or?
Yeah, I like Suzuka a lot. I love the S's, mostly because I think it's kind of one of those areas where I know some drivers have a little. I know I'm pretty consistent in the S's, regardless of where my tires are at. So I like to apply pressure, and just knew I had Sector 1 pace and decent Sector 2 pace, and Sector 3 was the only one that I was kind of lacking with that setup. But my goal here was to finish top 10, to be honest. So as anything top 10 and finish, not get swept up into trouble and DNF again would have been, content for me. So this is a nice little week I had.
Awesome. Good to hear, man. I'll kick you over to Shelly, but well done. Congratulations on the solid points finished, and best of luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello there. DJ Knick-Knack. Let me know. I'm kind of the unorthodox guy in here. I ask a random question. We were talking about this in the planning Discord earlier. What's your ideal grilled cheese? What kind of cheese do you like to have in that grilled cheese?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
I'm pretty basic. Grilled cheese, regular grilled cheese on like a nice, either white bread or Texas toast maybe.
Oh,
and then maybe throw a nice tomato on there.
Nice tomato.
Too.
Oh. I prefer the tomato soup.
Yeah, I'll only eat tomato soup. I'll only have if I have a grilled cheese. Other than that, yeah, I'm good with tomato soup too.
Like tomato soup and vodka.
Oh, whoa.
In
You mean
Canada,
a Hail Mary, a Bloody Mary? We'll call that one a Hail Mary if it's tomato soup.
in Canada, it's known as a Caesar. Caesars are freaking unreal. They do them better up here than they do down there. Trust me. If you're up here, to have a Caesar, they're amazing.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
100%. Okay, Lennium. Thank you, DJ Knick-Knack. Stick around. We're gonna have an interview question or a trivia question at the end of the rest of the interviews there. So just hang out for a couple minutes. We'll get through the rest of the guys here. Perfect. Okay, on to T-Brum as we're doing reverse order here. So unfortunately, T-Brum, unfortunately/fortunately, he lands with a podium. But I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks that more points could have been on the table for T-Brum. But still, podium for you, T-Brum. Now, out of 10, how many times do you think you win that race?
I think if I got past, who was it, Cam Tizzle? Yeah, Cam Tizzle earlier, like the lap before, I probably could have got second, though, considering how far Vamu was in front of second place, I don't think I could have won that. But the safety car just
I'm
came
saying
out.
in general with how you felt your pace was this evening. Obviously, safety cars and everything changed, but
Yeah.
you think maybe you can win that race 5 out of 10 times if we did it over?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. My pace was pretty decent compared to everyone else. I think, yeah, when we just changed onto the hards, my pace wasn't too good. So yeah.
Fair enough. So you went with the medium to hards strategy, and it kind of came back at you in the end. Do you think if we run that back on a fresh track, you'll still stick to that medium hard? Do you believe that's the best way around track for you?
Yeah, I'd probably still go with the medium hard because I knew there was going to be a safety car somewhere. The other Suzuka. I mean, I haven't had a race where there isn't a safety car, so yeah, I'd probably just stick with the medium hard.
Fair enough. Now, were you content with how your qualifying went, or did you feel like you had you left some more out on the table there?
Yeah, my it was a pretty decent lap. I'm not gonna lie, but it was one of the corners in the S section. I got a little bit of understeer, and it probably cost me a 10th. But yeah, I definitely was maybe expecting a bit more, but I can't be mad at the pole.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. Well, best of luck. Thank you for coming in and answering the interview questions as well. Stick around for the trivia after, and I'll let Shelly take it away and have his tomfoolery.
Yeah, same question to you. What is your favorite cheese to put on a grilled cheese?
Favorite cheese?
I'd probably go cheddar with tomato soup. Honestly, the best combo.
But there, 2 for 2. 2 for 2 tonight.
What about what about no like lunch meat or anything? I like to if I have some lunch meat left over, I like to dice it up, or not even dice it up, but put it into like nice like pizza slices if it comes in a circle, and then throw that in there. I feel like that's underrated.
Yeah. Some nice bacon.
Even some bacon.
Yeah.
Yup. Even the bacon bits, like the real
Yeah,
bacon bits. Yeah, those you can get by with those. Those are good. All right, fair play. Have you ever dipped it in barbecue sauce? Just regular grilled cheese barbecue sauce?
No, haven't. That would be
It's not
now you
bad.
said that, I'm probably gonna have to try that.
It is not
Give it
bad.
hot sauce. That's a good one.
All right, Shelly. Thank you.
Hot sauce.
That's why it's true.
Just kidding.
That much better.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you in a bit here.
No problem.
All right, Electric Blade as we work our way up to the champion, Vamu Nibble, coming in for second place. I mean, I'm not going to say that it fell onto your lap, but there were some quicker drivers out there. A nice podium for you. You brought it home. You gave it all you had after the safety car. I mean, things went as good as they possibly could there for you, Electric. I mean, out of 10, where would you rank that race for you?
Say about a 7.
No. Oh, yeah? Did you feel like you left some out there?
Not really. I felt like I was driving about as good as I could throughout the race.
Yeah. So where would you? Is Suzuka maybe a surprise podium for you?
Not really. I've run pretty good here in the league races I've done, so I felt pretty confident going into it. Although qualifying wouldn't have shown that. Didn't qualify as high as I thought I would, but the race went really well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you did look very strong though. I mean, after the safety car restart, you really looked like you were giving it to Vamu, but he was just holding you off. Now, the way that the things went with how safety cars changed everything, did the last one kind of? I mean, it aided you. Did it kind of like take you off a little bit? Did it change up everything for you the way that you're approaching the last little bit?
Kind of. I felt like if we didn't have a safety car, I felt like I had a good chance to win the race. But I saw it when we all pitted under that safety car and Vamu stayed out. I was like, I didn't think I was going to get him back because he's usually faster than me. So.
Yeah, were you going to try and send those hards the rest of the race there?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah, Shelly and I were curious. What were they when you came into pit?
I think they were about 35, 40, I believe.
Oh, okay. So there was quite a bit left in them, eh?
Yeah, I feel like there was, yeah.
When did you pit onto them? Like lap 11, 12?
No, that first safety car, like lap 6 or 7.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So I didn't know that they can go that long. Yeah, because you went about, it was 27 laps, I believe. You took about 16, 17 laps, was it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know for the future. Very well done. Congratulations on the podium. Thank you for stopping in for the interview. Hopefully you stick around for the trivia after. I'm not allowed to offer up any more free points. Pork Chops has taken away that. So it's now just for fun. So hopefully you can stick around for that.
Yep.
Shelly, go ahead.
Yeah, Electric, same question to you. How do you like your grilled cheese?
Just eat it with cheese on the bread. I think it's cheddar cheese I like on it most of the time.
Did you ever see that hack where he supposedly put the toaster sideways?
What?
You never saw that? Supposedly that's a hack. You take the toaster and you put it sideways, so the pieces of bread sit horizontal, and then you put the cheese on top, and then you just toast it, and then supposedly it'll cook the cheese and the bread, and then you just take it out after and you smack them together.
Never heard of that.
No? Might be a Canadian thing.
Usually is.
You should try it though. Send me a picture. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, Electric. Best of luck the rest of the season and future seasons, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you soon. No problem. Okay, Vamu, you there?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so now Shelly and I seem to be your lucky charms whenever we cast division or whatever division that you're taking part in. Now you had the opposing strategy of the hard to the medium, and it kind of worked out for you in the end. Do you think that that's the winning strategy for you typically if there's no safety cars?
It's probably one of the first times I use this strategy, especially considering how bad I am with the outlaps on hard tires, so it helps me to warm them during the formation lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So like it was kind of it was exciting there for a bit when you kind of came out and T-Brum was on the hards, and then you had some time to close that gap to him. That would have lent itself to some real. It was T-Brum, right, that you're hunting down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of, unfortunately the safety car kind of took away from the excitement there, but then it gave you the option to stay out for the mediums, which ended up being the win. Do you think if you pitted for the softs that there was no chance you were going to win that race?
No, I would have stayed behind T-Brum for most of those last 5 laps.
Yeah.
It was either staying out and pray it works.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So you ended up being third in qualifying. I believe it was third. Do you feel like maybe you lost some time out on track when you were qualifying somewhere, or do you think that was as good as you could put it?
I don't think I could have gotten like pole, but I still like have 3 tenths in the bag in sector 2 and sector 3. Like there were some turns I couldn't turn the car since this setup was old. I got it since I bought the game, basically.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, I mean, not too bad for using an old setup. Maybe you'll figure something out before next race. But well done, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
And Mr. Shelley?
Yeah, same question to you, Vamu. How do you like your grilled cheese?
I don't usually eat grilled cheese, so I can tell you.
Do they have cheese in Argentina?
We do, but
Oh.
it isn't usually grilled, so.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Okay. Maybe, I bet it's probably because they sell it at River Plate games that you don't have it. No.
Maybe.
Maybe that might be it. Okay. All right, Vam, are you going to hang out for the trivia, my guy?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, if everyone can unmute their mics and we can get ready for the trivia. It'll just be a one-question trivia here. T-Rum, I see you. Thank you. Now, it is just one question because there's no buzzer system, and you can't buzz for me to see. The code word today will be Saskatchewan Tim Hortons. If you feel like you have the answer, just yell out Saskatchewan Tim Hortons, and you will have a chance to answer the question. Is everyone ready for the question?
Yep.
Yes.
Can we use a smaller?
Okay.
We're gonna a test say.
You got to remember what to say. Okay, so here we go. In 1867, oh, by the way, this has no correlation with Formula One, okay? So in 1867, Charles Ranhofer, a French chef who had a historic restaurant in New York City, supposedly was the creator of the Baked Alaska. Now, what other significant thing happened in 1867 in North America? Specifically.
Saskatchewan Tim Hortons.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It's Canada got formed.
Yes, that is true. Are you Canadian?
Yes, I am.
Ah, ha, ha. I didn't even know. There you go. Well done, T-Brum. Congratulations. You take home 0 points. I was hoping that I was going to get through some more hints there, but yeah, you. I guess that was a layup for the Canadians. Awesome. Okay, good stuff. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in for the interview and giving up some more of your evening to do so. Go enjoy FP1 in Suzuka. Best of luck the rest of the seasons, and whatever you venture on to do in the Midwest F1 League. Thank you very much for racing with us, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
All good. All good. All right. It is now Shelly and I. Well, that question was very quick, eh?
Yeah, very, very Canadian.
Yeah, the one Canadian. I didn't even know that he was Canadian when I didn't know that. I did not know that he was Canadian when I came up with that question. I mean, does that question favor Canadians? Extremely. But
yes.
I mean, hey, someone had to get it. Oh God. But okay, hey, we're back in Division 1 next week. That being in Australia. Nice. That's gonna be fun.
Home of Jacko. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Home of the Jacko. And of the Static Hazard. And of formerly HSVDT.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yes. Who else is Australian?
Steve Irwin, he was Australian.
Steve Irwin, Australian, yes.
AFL. That's Australian. Yeah.
Russell Crowe, isn't he Australian?
No, not sure. Not.
1 second, I've got Australia.
I'm dying.
So, Twitch TV Myrtle19, who literally followed us 2 hours ago. There you go, and as well as Cool Boy 101493.
Oh.
Okay, so a couple of more than 3 Australians now in the league, so that's exciting. But I mean, what's left to be said here, Shelly? What do you got?
I was running some time trial around Suzuka during the interview just to see how impressive a 29 flat was. I'm being honest. I think I could get about 29.8. That's a pretty good time for my team from there. I didn't realize how good it was until I actually got back in the game. But yeah,
wow.
29 flat's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, it just seems like it's getting quicker and quicker every season. Like we tend to gain more quick drivers than we lose nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Not much left to be said here. Best of luck to the Braves. I'm probably gonna get knocked out in NLDS, but it was a good season, and I'm just depressed because my teams suck. So.
No, they're both in the wild card. Or the Cubs are.
No, the Cubs are not. The Mariners, yeah, the Mariners. At least you got the Mariners. That's good, but they're not supposed to be good. I don't know how to react that they're good now. They're supposed to be always garbage.
Yeah, Luis Castillo, you know.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how things go. But yeah, man. Hopefully enjoy your weekend. Hopefully
no more water on the floor. Yeah.
Nah, no more water. Yeah, you got to work on that. Maybe get a lid or something.
That's a great solution, isn't it?
Yeah, try that out.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got anything? Sponsors?
You
hit the sponsors. You hit the sponsors. Go for it.
Oh yeah, I wish some Raise Energy fell on my floor.
Oh.
I used code MWF1 for 15% off
Actually,
at checkout.
You do wish because it's 0 sugar. So
my gosh.
It won't screw up your carpet.
It won't. And like the water, it's gone. It's like acid. It went through my floor, went through my whole house.
Yeah.
My whole house is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
that is terrible news.
Shout out Yellow Open. Shout out Sim Racer Coin.
Yeah.
And there's one more. It is EPOS Gaming, the headset of the Aston Martin Esports F1 team.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about maybe getting an EPOS headset at some point in the future here, so we'll see. But I think that's about it for us here. Not much left to be said. Thank you, Shelly, for getting all the sponsors. Make sure you hit the Twitter and Instagram pages and check us out on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go hang us follow on the Twitch page. But hopefully you enjoyed what was on product and display for you here today in the Midwest F1 League. We'll be back as per usual tomorrow, actually, with the Endurance Series, and that is starting to wind down to an end. The end of the month is the end of the season, so check it out while you can until the season break. Season 7 is winding to a close, and a lot left is to be done. Crash McQueen is bringing out the highlighter very soon, so anyone in danger gets the highlight of a red. So try and avoid that if you can. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good, safe weekend and enjoys watching some baseball and some football and some hockey coming up, as that will be on by the time we go live next Thursday. So for all you knuckle fuckers, have fun with that, and I know I will, and enjoy all your fantasy leagues and all that good stuff. But